Who's running the government right now? Does anybody actually know the answer to that question? I mean, I guess some people do, but it seems to be that there is a group that's surrounding Mr. Joe Biden that is assuming that role, I guess. But it's certainly strange because I don't think we've ever seen anything like this in American history, at least, where you have the president basically be kicked out of office. That's what it seems, at least. It didn't seem like he really left of his own will. I mean, the man disappeared for like 3 days after he or his people presented this odd letter with a signature that didn't even seem to match his. No formal press statement, no formal anything. He just zips out. And then we have Miss Harris to deal with. So, if the man is so cognitively impaired, which he is, and it's unfortunate. And truthfully, as Christians, we need to pray for the man, whether we really like him or not. But it is a sad state of affairs when people start to lose their mind and get dementia and stuff like that. And I mean that. It is, regardless of who it is. But like, who's steering the ship? Who's running the show? And if he is so cognitively impaired, why don't they 25th Amendment him and get him out? And have Kamala be the acting president? I mean, it's kind of strange. I can't imagine what our enemies and adversaries are thinking about all this stuff. About how crazy America is in 2024. It's certainly a wild ride, that's for sure. It is certainly a wild freaking ride. And I don't think anybody could have expected this even like 5 years ago, how wild and crazy everything is. But we're having this debate tonight, and I'm interested to watch it. I'm interested to see how it goes down, how this Trump-Kamala thing ends up panning out. I'd be curious to see what tactics they each use to try to get like one up on the other. I've heard different like breakdowns of what people think will happen and how they think it'll ultimately turn out, but time will tell how that is. And I would definitely say it's certainly not going to be like the debate between Trump and Biden, obviously, but I'm sure that it will still, in its own way, be something special, for sure. America in 2024. What a wild, crazy time. You know, I just honestly hope that we can keep this thing together, because it really seems like we're going faster and faster and faster in a car that's like out of control, and everybody kind of knows that the wheels are starting to like seem like they're gonna come off, and we're all just hoping and praying that they don't. But it's really getting bad and nutty and crazy. But I'm convinced that in societies that fall back and away from God, eventually everything gets crazy and insane in that society. And that's really what we're seeing. I wonder sometimes what like people from other countries who follow our news think about all this. And I just, for my part, I don't know how. I don't really like follow sports. You know, it's just not really my thing. I used to like to play them. I actually regret that I didn't play them more, but I don't really follow them. But I do follow the political thing. I'm not saying I know everything about it. I'm far from that. Far, far from that. I try to understand it as much as and as best as I can. But it's probably something of a lifelong commitment to really understand it deeply. But anyhow, I do watch it. I do follow it. And if you're somebody who doesn't, it's probably the best time to get involved in watching it. You never really know what to expect. And in a news cycle that is so extraordinary that what happens in like a day or two now would take like a month or so 30 years ago. When it's like that, as it is, you know that things are moving in just a crazy, crazy direction. Like I said, I just hope that the wheels don't fall off this thing. And we need to pray to God that they don't. So, take care.